The phone rang at 2:14 a.m., that restless hour when the world is half asleep and every call feels like bad news wrapped in darkness. I picked it up with the grogginess of someone who had spent the last few months fighting invisible battles. Her late nights, her vague explanations, her sudden coldness toward me. "Mr. Hale," a woman's voice asked, "your wife has been in an accident." At first, I felt my lungs tighten with panic. But then came the second sentence. She wasn't alone. The other passenger is in critical condition. Not a colleague, not a friend. Just the other passenger. The sort of description hospitals use when they don't know how to explain the truth politely. And in that moment my heart didn't drop. Just settled. Settled into a place that had been waiting for confirmation. 1 week earlier. "Mark, I'm staying at Jenna's tonight." Her voice was too light. Practiced. Not the usual casual tone she used when talking about her best friend. I glanced up from my laptop. "Again." She stiffened. "Yeah. She needs me." Her keys were already in her hand. Makeup done. Perfume applied. The expensive one she used sparingly, except lately it seemed she drowned herself in it before every girl's night. I didn't argue. I didn't accuse. But something in me folded inward. "Okay," I said. She blinked. Maybe surprised I didn't fight. Maybe disappointed. Left. I sat there in silence, listening to the door click shut, knowing with a certainty that cut deeper than any proof that she wasn't going to Jenna's. Back to the present. The hospital smelled like antiseptic and fear. Nurses hurried down the hallways. Wheels squeaking, pages echoing. Everything felt urgent, chaotic. Except me. I was calm in a way that would have scared me months ago. "Your wife is awake," the nurse said. "She's asking for you." She led me to room 218. Curtains half drawn, machines beeping steadily, the steady fluorescent glow of hospital misery. And there she was. Emily. Her head wrapped. Her face bruised. Tears clinging to her lashes like guilt that had finally grown heavy enough to show. When she saw me, she sobbed. "Mark, thank God. I thought you wouldn't come." Her hand reached out. I didn't take it. That hurt her more than the accident. Could see it. "Where is he?" asked. Her breath hitched. What? "The other passenger." She swallowed hard, looking away. "Mark, please." I was scared. I didn't know who else to call. "Who is he?" Silence. A silence so sharp the machines felt louder. Then, almost whispering. "His name is Adrian." The name hit me like static, expected but still burning. "So not Jenna," I said quietly. Her lips trembled. "No. The lover." A nurse stepped in. "Sir, if you want to see the other patient, he's in 219. I don't know why I went. Maybe for the closure. Maybe to see what kind of man had been worth lying, sneaking around, destroying us. He was young. Maybe early 30s. Hair slicked back with blood and sweat. Tubes in his arm. He looked nothing like me. He looked exactly like the type of man a married woman would risk everything for. A woman stepped beside me. His wife. Her eyes were red, her face exhausted. She didn't notice me at first. Then she whispered to no one in particular. "I knew he was cheating. I just didn't know with who." Eyes met. Recognition hit us both at the same time. "Emily?" she asked. He nodded. And just like that, two strangers stood in a hospital room united by betrayal. Back in Emily's room. When I returned, Emily looked like she'd aged 10 years. Maybe heartbreak does that. Maybe guilt does. "Who called you?" she asked. "The hospital." "No," I said. "Your phone. It's in your bag." The screen lit up. A text from him. Her face drained of color. "What did it say?" she whispered. I pulled the phone from my pocket. I read it aloud. "I'll tell her everything. I'm done hiding. I want you as mine." Emily let out a cry. A pitiful, wounded sound. "Mark, it wasn't supposed to. I wasn't going to leave. I made a mistake, but I still love." "You love me." I laughed. Not loud. Not cruel. Just genuinely shocked. She reached for me again. Mark, please. Need you. I need help. They said I might need surgery and insurance won't. There it was. The real reason she called. Not guilt. Not love. Money. I let out a breath of disbelief. You lied to me. Slept with him. Risked everything. And the first thing you think to ask me for is money. Mark, please. Talk to him, I said. He's the one willing to risk everything for you, right? Her tears spilled faster. He's in no condition. Well, I said softly, that makes two of us. The final crack. She reached for my hand again. This time I stepped back. The heart monitor beeped faster. Not the machine, her heart. Don't do this, she cried. Don't walk away. Can fix this. Swear. Change. I'll. Emily, I said, my voice breaking for the first time. You didn't just betray me. You betrayed us. The life we built, the man who trusted you blindly, the home we made. She sobbed harder. I kept waiting for the right moment to tell you, she whispered. I almost laughed again. There's no right moment to say. By the way, I'm sleeping with someone else. She collapsed back against the pillow, exhausted. Defeated. Mark, please don't leave. I'm scared. I can't do this without you. Her desperation pulled at me. Not because I still loved her, though part of me always would, but because I'm not the kind of man who likes to see anyone break. But I couldn't stay. Not this time. Emily, I said quietly, I'm not leaving because you're hurt. I'm leaving because I am. Her tears slowed. Confusion replaced them. This accident didn't change you, I continued. It revealed you. I placed her phone gently on the bedside table. And it revealed me too. I'm someone who deserves more than being a backup plan. She tried to speak, but words failed her. I turned to leave. Mark, she choked out. What am I supposed to do? Paused at the doorway. Maybe, I said, you should call the man you lied to me for. Outside the room. The hallway felt cooler. Lighter. For the first time in months, I breathed without tightness in my chest. Adrian's wife sat on a chair outside his room, head in her hands. When she saw me, she forced a weak smile. Leaving, she asked. Yes. She nodded like she understood the weight of that word. And maybe she did. Take care, she whispered. You two. Two betrayed spouses. Two strangers. Two beginnings disguised as endings. The aftermath. By the time I reached the exit, dawn was stretching itself across the sky, soft blues and golds replacing the night. New day. A new reality. A new version of me. One who finally walked away from the wreckage instead of standing in it hoping it wouldn't collapse. My phone buzzed. A final message from Emily. Sorry. I don't deserve your forgiveness. But I hope one day you heal from what I did to you. I stared at the words for a long moment. Then I turned the phone off. And kept walking. Not because I wanted to leave her behind. But because sometimes the only way to survive is to save yourself first.